Hello my friends, and welcome back to my channel. For today's pick a card reading, I'm just going to do tarot only. There's not going to be any oracle cards. And I wanted to come on, somebody asked me if I would do a reading about, will this relationship last or is it worth holding on to? So I thought I would come on and just do a tarot only pick a card for you guys about that subject. So we're going to look at the strengths of the connection and the weaknesses and the most likely outcome if things keep going the way that they're going. So I hope you're all doing well today. We have 3 piles, or I have 3 piles today. It's just me here. So yeah, it's funny. No, I'm not going to mention it right now. So for pile number 1, we have the Baroque Tarot and this piece of obsidian. Maybe you can hear my son laughing and giggling in the background. For pile number 2, we have the Poe Tarot and this piece of zebra jasper. There we go. And every time I say Poe Tarot, I hear the potato from Lord of the Rings. And for pile number 3, we have the Naked Heart Tarot and this piece of quartz, clear quartz. So if you need a moment to sit with the energy, you can pause the video and I will see you at your pile. Hello pile 1, and welcome to your reading. If you chose the pile 1 and the Baroque Tarot and this piece of obsidian, this is going to be a reading all about whether or not this connection is going to last. Is it worth holding on to? We're just going to look, it's going to be tarot only, and we're going to be looking at the strengths and the weaknesses and then the most, likely outcome of this connection. So let's get into it. I hope you're all doing well. So we're looking at, we have the Queen of Cups here. Interesting. Queen of Cups and the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is on the bottom. I'm hearing that possibly Three of Cups and Queen of Cups and the Seven of Wands. It could be that between you and your person, there could be a mismatch in the energetic flow. And what I mean by that is you could be someone who's giving more to the connection than they are. And perhaps, if you bring this up, they're defensive about it. I'm not sure. That's just what I'm hearing at first glance of the cards. That's what I'm seeing. So perhaps, you're the Queen of Cups, you're giving, and perhaps your person isn't reciprocating that energy, and that can cause us to feel resentful when we empty our cup. And perhaps, when you bring that up with this person, they're defensive. We also have the Chariot here. So you could be wondering, 7, the Chariot, where is this connection going? Is this person going to start taking more action towards this connection? Because right now that 7 of Wands, it's a bit defensive, We have the 7 of Cups, so we have 7, 7, 7. Hang on. 7 of Cups, like your person could have a lot going on. Lots of stuff going on in their life. Lots of, different things to spend their energy on. And maybe they're not giving you the energy that you feel you deserve, And perhaps you're someone who tends to overgive your energy, and perhaps you're finding it hard. There's a lesson in everything, right? So perhaps this person needs to learn how to give more, and you need to learn how to give more to yourself. Anyway, I just want to look something up because we had 777 come out. So I have my trusty book with me, which I haven't used in ages. I used to use it in all of my readings. Look at how dirty it is and gross. Anyway, I wanted to bring it out today for this reading. I'm just trying to look up the numbers. Hang on. It'll be worth it, I hope. Oh my gosh, come on. Numerology, here we go. Sorry, guys. 7 is connected to introspection, reflection, intelligence, spiritual knowledge, wisdom, perfect order, meditation, and discovery. It's the truth seeker representing our journey through experiences where understanding develops and faith in the unknown is attained. 7 is all about the feminine energies that bring us the inner workings of intuition through forms of consciousness. Many 7s in a reading indicate a time of solitude, soulful rest, and a period of introspection. So for some of you, you could be not talking to this person right now. That's what I was hearing with 7s. That can sometimes symbolize disharmony. So, you know, we saw the 7 of Cups. So maybe there's a lot of cloudiness around this connection. Like not being able to see things clearly. Like I said, your person could be busy with other things and you could be internalizing that as you need to, and I don't mean consciously, I'm talking subconsciously, my friend. You could be becoming resentful because you're giving. And like I said, maybe if you bring that up, they become defensive. And you're wondering, where is this going? Are they going to give more? Again, I'm just here to read the energy. Don't come at me. And we have the 8 of Cups. Oh, wondering if it's time to walk away. You know, is it time to leave this in the past? This could be the type of connection where it feels like your wish fulfillment, but you feel as if you can't quite get there. Like you can't get to that energetic flow with this person where it feels like a wish fulfillment. It feels like there's something lacking here. So interesting, my friends. So let's get you some answers. You know, those 7s talk about a time of solitude and introspection or whatever it said. So like I said, it could be that you and your person are already in separation, or maybe things are really quiet between you right now, or maybe there's supposed to be some type of break. I just heard, we were on a break. So yeah, let's get into it. Did I cut the deck? No, I didn't. So we have the 4 of Cups. That is the energy of feeling like your cup is going unappreciated, you know? It kind of feels like you're offering this cup and your person's focused on other things. And that's what I was feeling in the energy with that 3 of Cups and the Queen of Cups. That's very symbolic of the Queen of Cups. They overgive, especially if things start to feel hard. They think, oh, well, if I just, or if that person seems to feel more distant or more focused on other things, the Queen of Cups naturally tends to overgive. Not here to call you out. I only know this energy because I lived through it and still struggle with it. You could be, you know, a bit of a people pleaser. You could be someone who needs to or is working on learning how to fill your own cup up first. You could be really reflecting about your own self-love right now, because it does feel like this person, you feel like I think that they take your love for granted, or it just feels like it goes unnoticed. It feels like this person is focused on something else. All right, so let's get this spread, even though it's quite straightforward. I don't know why I'm using a book. Like, look, it's so straightforward. So we're gonna look at the strengths of the relationship first. Nope, stay open. All right. You could have been through a tower moment. Everything on my table is starting to, like, different things are starting to fall over. Interesting. So yeah, let's get into it. So what are the strengths of this connection? We have, that's very interesting. Oh, these came out in reverse, and there's that garbage truck. I think it's interesting that the day that I chose to do, is this connection worth holding on to? It's freaking garbage day. But anyway, I'm going to reshuffle because these fell out in reverse, and I'll be honest about what I'm hearing. And if they want to come out again, Spirit will bring them out again. Because right away I heard, first of all, these came out in reverse. And the 9 of Coins is the energy of, lack of self-worth, lack of self-confidence, lack of stability in your life. It's, fear of giving up your independence. It could be that you struggle being independent, so maybe you put your energy into other people. Anyway, and 6 of Wands is an energy of feeling unloved and unseen and neglected. And the fact that what I was talking about with the Queen of Cups and the lesson where you need to learn how to give to yourself, first of all, that is a strength of this relationship. And I don't know if it has anything to do with your person. I think it's the situation. I think it's the fact that you are giving to someone who's not reciprocating it in the same way. And what I'm seeing is that it comes from a place of your own somebody in your house could be sick right now. My son is coughing. A strength of this relationship is that it is supposed to teach you how to improve your own self-confidence, find your own independence, know your own worth, go through a glow up. Like I said, you could be someone who feels very neglected and unseen by this person. And you could say to this person, like, you don't spend enough time with me and you don't message me enough. You don't give to this as much as I'm giving. And, I'm going to trigger some people here. Well, society and the media will tell us that just means you're not compatible. You deserve better. You deserve someone who will reciprocate that love. I'm not trying to trigger anyone. I used to be that person. But what I'm seeing is really going on is that when you're looking to someone else to message you and fill your cup and give to you, it's because you don't know how to give to yourself. And again, I can only say this because it's a harsh lesson that I learned through a soul connection. And I feel like that's actually a strength here, especially if you are thinking about this now, you're thinking about, I hope I'm making sense. I hope I'm channeling the right energy. I'm actually going to leave these cards out because that's what I was feeling with that Queen of Cups, that you could be someone who's going through a lesson within this connection where you're meant to improve your own self-confidence and become more independent and learn how to see and love yourself and fill your own cup up first. When someone, I'm trying really hard not to trigger people. I don't know why. Like, usually I just speak freely, but in this pile, I feel like I'm gonna trigger some feminines, I think. I'm not talking about gender. And I just want you to know that if you're feeling triggered right now, please take it from me that it's because I'm hitting a wound that's there. if I wasn't hitting a wound, you wouldn't be having that triggering reaction, right? And that's what I feel like. I feel right now, I'm feeling the feeling when someone triggers me. And it's like, oh, I know why that's triggering me, because they're like poking at an old unhealed wound that I have. And I start to feel, it almost feels like you're in trouble, like you feel triggered. I'm feeling that feeling right now. So I feel like that, I do feel like that I'm triggering a few people right now. And I just want you to know that if there's a voice in your head saying, that's BS, you know, I deserve someone who's going to love me fiercely and give the love I give. And you're someone who gives. And you find that it's like that in your friendships, and it's like that in all your past relationships as well. It's very possible that it's because your cup is empty, that you're overgiving to everyone else, hoping that someone reciprocates that and fills up your own cup. Again, I'm not here to trigger you. I'm really not. This is such an important lesson for people to learn. So it could be that one of the strengths of this connection was that it was meant to wake you up to the fact that you are the person who is supposed to make yourself feel seen and loved. And you're supposed to be the one that fills your own cup up. You're supposed to love yourself so that you can have a connection where it's reciprocal. And I think that you were supposed to teach this person that maybe, like, that's, I'm not even on your person yet, so just wait. But I feel like this, one of the strengths of this connection could have been also on the other side, is to teach your person that too much independence and, you know, filling up all these other cups and not, at the end of the day, love is the most fulfilling thing. Love is the thing that matters. And as humans, we're taught that it's not love, it's what we have, it's the house we live in, it's how much money we make, it's how hard we work, it's our financial status, it's our job status, it's our marital status, it's how many kids we have, it's like what kind of car we drive. Did I already say that? I don't even know. And what's really important, what really fulfills your soul and what you take with you at the end of your life is love. And anyway, oh my goodness, I did not expect this to be this deep. Oh my goodness. So what I'm seeing is that while you're learning a lesson, this person is supposed to be learning a lesson where, you know, I feel like your person has a fear of giving up independence. I think your person may be hyper independent. You know, I'm seeing someone who lives like a bachelor or bachelorette lifestyle who, I don't know if they're young, they could even be older and just never been the type to settle down or put down roots. This could be someone who doesn't know how to give love, you know, and reciprocate it. So I feel there's a very important lesson that the two of you are learning from each other, despite what else comes out. We also have 9 and 6. So you could, 9 and 6, the number 6 is lover's energy, and the number 9 is hermit energy, and it's 9s represent your highest self. So I feel like this is a connection where it was supposed to teach the two of you. I feel like the two of you have a soul contract to teach each other how to give and receive love, and how to, you know, you could be someone who, Queen of Cups, prioritizes love above all else. And they could be someone who prioritizes it like on the back burner. And it's like the two of you are meant to teach each other a lesson that there's supposed to be balance there. If that makes any sense at all. Ooh, here we go. So we have the 3 of Swords. I didn't even look at the bottom, and the 3 of Swords is exactly what I mean. one of the strengths of this connection is it's meant to help you heal some of those wounds that I'm possibly triggering right now. And I feel so bad if I'm triggering you, because I'm sending you peace and love. But I feel like one of the strengths of this connection is that you were supposed to trigger these unhealed wounds within yourself, these wounds that never healed. Anyway, let's keep going. Oh, I was not expecting this. Strength of this connection. What is the strength of this connection? We have the 8 of coins, and this, the Ace of Wands is here, which shows this connection. One of the strengths to this connection is that it is inspiring you. And I think that it's also awakening you. It's improving your connection with your higher self, or to spirit, whatever you believe in, whether it's God, whether it's the universe, whatever. I'm not here to argue about that. 8 of coins, this connection, one of the strengths is that, again, I feel like this is a connection where it's meant to inspire the two of you to invest in your own foundations. I think with the 8 here, the 8 is symbolic of your lower vibrational self. 9 is your higher self. 8 is when your old self falls away. And I feel like this connection, one of the strengths is that it was meant to make you both invest in yourselves, and I believe invest in this connection, because the 8 of Pentacles can represent a soul connection that two people choose, you know, even though it's not easy, even though there's ups and downs. So for some of you, you may already know, like, I might not have triggered you because you may have already known that you've learned this lesson. And you could be further down the road where you and this person have chose, like, sometimes you distance yourselves from each other, but you always kind of come back to each other. All roads. Oh my gosh, the song, I was listening to music last night and All Roads came on. All Roads Lead Back to You by the All Roads by the Arkells. I posted it last night on my YouTube page. So it feels like one of the strengths is you both want this. It's like your souls want each other. You both want to invest in this. Interesting. This is what I mean. Even though there's been endings, or there's been times where you go apart, you always come back to each other, I believe, is what I'm seeing here. Death, it also shows that one of the strengths of this connection is that you guys trigger each other to transform. I mean, very transformative energy. I'm actually going to get a couple more for strengths here. I'm just feeling called to. Strengths of this connection. Strengths of this connection. Oh my gosh, why, Spirit? This is a very spiritual connection that I'm channeling right now. We have the 5 of Swords as a strength. And this is what I mean. I feel like this connection, one of the strengths of it is that it triggers you, is that it makes you realize things about yourself. We also have the 5 of Coins as a strength. And the 5 of Coins is like fear of rejection. So I feel kind of like I'm looking at a counterpart, if I'm being honest. I feel like you and this person trigger each other's wounds, your childhood wounds. This is a connection. One of the strengths could be that you're learning not to listen to the opinions of others or the programmed thinking of, well, if this person loved me, they would do this. Five of Swords is very symbolic of the way we self-sabotage our connections because of the way we were raised or because of the wounds that we accumulated from past relationships, including like childhood. And it's just, I find it so interesting that the strengths of this connection kind of feel like it's meant to kind of tear you both down. I'm seeing the Eight of Cups, like it's meant to, it's like you're releasing what no longer serves you, patterns, behaviors, thought processes, fears, lack of self-confidence, fear of rejection, abandonment wounds. Like it's powerful. And these are all the strengths. Like I just, again, it's, I'm looking across my desk and there's a transformation card staring at me. And that's what I'm seeing. Like that is the main strength of this connection. And if you're someone who's been in an up and down, back and forth battle with this person, or what seems like a battle, roller coaster, it's because it was meant to break you open. It's meant to crack you open. Think of the caterpillar. Like I see two little caterpillars who met, and now there was chaos. There was whatever happens in that cocoon, and it's meant to help you blossom into the butterfly. Temperance, it's meant to balance you both. That's the strength. So yeah, it's just, this card also makes me feel like at some point, no, it's, you could have fear of rejection, or your person could, and it could be that this was meant to trigger those wounds. I also want to point out that we have fives here, which are symbolic of change. So one of the strengths of this connection is that it's so powerful. It has allowed the two of you to change and transform, even if you don't know what's going on with your person. Interesting energy. I was not expecting this. Let's get one more strength. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Oh my gosh, the Wheel of Fortune. One of the strengths of this connection is that it's causing you to both make adjustments in your life and who you are and the way you think about things and the way you communicate and the way you react to things and who you are. One of the strengths is that everything is happening in divine timing. So it's like you have the help of the universe. And I know, think about a roller coaster, right? You know, you want to get on that roller coaster and then you're on that roller coaster, and that's scary. Like at first, I mean, I'm someone who, once I go through it once, I'm fine. I can go again and again. But it's like the universe is orchestrating all of this. And I know that probably doesn't come to comfort to those of you who are in the beginning stages of this connection. But like I said, this connection is kind of meant to trigger you, teach you about who you are, teach you about what you need to heal, teach you your potential, because you are worth more than someone who doesn't reciprocate your love. That thought is right. Very interesting. And the Six of Swords on the bottom. So one of the strengths is that it is helping you leave, you know, those Three of Swords. It's helping you leave wounds. It's helping you heal them and leave them in the past for good. It's helping you move into a calmer version of yourself, I'm hearing. I think I'm looking at a counterpart right now. That's what I think. Let's see the weaknesses of this connection. What are the weaknesses of this connection? We have the Ten of Coins. So one of the weaknesses could be the fact that someone already has a foundation somewhere else. It could be that one of the weaknesses could be that there are other like family opinions, the opinions of other family members who get in the way of this connection. I can see it because of this energy right here. This connection was meant to, like I said, tear you open, and so that you can grow into, you know, I think of the ugly duckling and the swan, so that you can grow into that swan. And in a connection like that, your friends and family, you're not going to have their support. I'm seeing counterpart energy, so it feels to me like that's one of the weaknesses here, is that either somebody already has a family and kids, you know, maybe you have a family and kids and they're super independent. But I'm also seeing like the opinion of family members. So that could be one of the weaknesses here. We also have Four of Swords on the bottom. And the Four of Swords, it could be that most of the clarity and lessons do come in the form of a break, you know? So you and this person could have a lot of breaks from each other, or you and this person may need to, you know, separate for a while. Here, like it could be reoccurring where the two of you need to distance yourselves in order to gain clarity on the situation. Anyway, weaknesses. Weaknesses of this connection. Weaknesses of this connection. We have the Three of Swords. So, and we have the Queen of Cups. So it could be that some of the weaknesses that I'm hearing is there could be someone holding a grudge here against one another or both of you. What I'm seeing is that a lot of what happens in this connection comes from a place of wounding and a place of, I'm seeing like two unhealed people who need to kind of get to know themselves and heal. And I think that when together they trigger each other. And it could have been that this person did something or you did something where someone's holding a grudge here. It could be that there is lack of forgiveness here. Could be a weakness where someone maybe once they're hurt, they hold a grudge, I'm hearing. Doesn't have to be you, it could be your person as well. Or there's resentment there. One of the weaknesses, fear of rejection, is big here. We saw it with the Five of Pentacles. So when we have a fear of rejection, sometimes we don't act as our authentic selves. We people please to avoid heartache. The other thing I'm seeing, there could be a third party for some of you with the Three of Swords. It could be that there's a third party. I'm seeing possible family. I do feel like one of the weaknesses could be that you were overgiving to this person when, you know, maybe they weren't deserving of it, and maybe you did become resentful, you know. Let's keep going. Weaknesses. We have the Eight of Swords. So here it is, the separation. So one of the weaknesses here is that there's a lot of overthinking, and that's because this connection is so intense. Like I can feel it. I'm like, whew. I think that one of the weaknesses here could be the fact that there is a lot of overthinking about this connection and what it all, like there could be, you could be overthinking about it, they could be overthinking about it. This does talk about trauma that can be healed. So I feel like there's a lot of trauma that can be healed, like I said, with some of the ways that maybe you look at yourself, maybe some of the ways that they look at themselves. This could be someone who lacks their own sense of self and lacks stability. And maybe that comes out when you two are interacting with each other. you know, but I just want to tell you that it's trauma that can be healed. So it feels like one of the weaknesses or some of these traumas that can be healed are triggered, and somebody pulls away in fear here. You know, there could be separations here. Another weakness could be, you know, very clear here. Your person could be, somebody could be in an unhappy connection right here, in a third party where they're not happy and they'd rather be here. Eight of Swords is self-imposed prison. So someone who stays in a situation even though they know they're not happy. I'm talking about this person that I'm feeling in a third party connection here. Anyway, fear, one of the weaknesses. There's fear and overthinking about this connection. Let's go two more, I guess. Weaknesses. We have the King of Cups. That is very interesting. So King of Cups can show, we have the King and Queen of Cups. So you could both be water signs. You don't have to be. You could also both be fire signs. I was feeling like fire for some reason. Or you could both be earth signs, air signs. Very interesting. I'm going to have to go to my book in this one because I feel like you and this person are triggering each other's shadows. So I feel like listen to the Queen of Cups in reverse. I'm not here to call you out. I used to be, if you look at a meaning of a card and you feel called out or triggered, it could be because, like I said, it's hitting a wound that your higher self knows you need to look at. But Queen of Cups in reverse, a dependent or clingy lover putting in more effort than partner. King of Cups in reverse. And this is, like I said, this is a weakness here. So we're going to look at the reversal. One of the weaknesses could be that this person is overwhelmed by the intensity of the emotion they feel for you. And if there's someone who is avoidant, that could be, you know, that could really feed into that avoidance that they feel with you. Anyway, King of Cups, manipulation, deceit, and selfishness, being used or led on, not putting in effort. So it's possible that, you know, one of the weaknesses is you feel led on by this person because this person isn't putting in effort. This person could be more focused on those other cups, like I said. And really, I think it's all meant for you to trigger each other and heal from it. If the me from 2.5 years ago watched this reading, I would say, like, I don't need someone like that in my life. The me now would say, I thank that person for those lessons. So anyway, let's see one more weakness. Let's see one more weakness. One more weakness, Spirit. We have the Three of Cups. So there it is. It was the first card we had on the bottom. And one of the weaknesses is that it's like Queen of Cups, you give too much. King of Cups, they don't give enough. And then there's that imbalance. The Three of Cups can't flow if you're bringing 2 cups to the party and they're bringing 1. I always tell people, imagine it's like this magical machine or something that doesn't work unless you both insert the same amount of emotion. Anyway, it's like you're bringing more to the picnic than they are. That's what I'm seeing. We also have strength. So you definitely trigger each other's ego. And, you know, there is a weakness here where I think you two trigger each other's ego. And your ego, what's the saying? Your ego, when it's triggered, there's like this saying, your intuition knows what your ego resists learning. So if you're feeling triggered by this person, it means there's a lesson there. Anyway, So yeah, let's look towards the future of this connection. What is the possible outcome of this connection as of right now? What is the possible outcome of this connection as of right now? This is interesting. What is the possible outcome of this connection as of right now? This never happens. Oh my goodness, what card is supposed to come out? What is the potential outcome of this connection? What is the potential outcome of this connection? I don't know what that was, but it didn't want to come out. We have the Chariot. No way. That's crazy. That's one of the first cards I saw. That's really interesting. So that shows forward movement. That shows, you know, one of the strengths here was the two of you will make adjustments on this journey. And the Seven of Chariot, oh my gosh, the Chariot as an outcome is making adjustments. It's moving forward. It's moving forward in a more balanced energy. It's someone making more action towards love, so taking more action towards this connection. I feel like that's what I'm looking at as, like, this person needs to learn how to give more, and you need to learn how to give more to yourself and less to someone who's not reciprocating it. Let's get another one. Possible outcome of this connection. Possible outcome of this connection. We have the Two of Wands and Strength and the Visionary. That is so interesting because the Two of Wands shows the two of you. This is amazing. It shows the two of you changing those patterns that you're triggering. You know, I think it's so, this is not what I was expecting. All of your strengths to be the fact that you trigger each other to evolve and grow and heal. So yeah, Two of Wands shows the two of you changing your approach to this. It shows you this is an unbreakable bond. You know, this is a very strong mutual connection with the Strength card. It shows unconditional love. And that's what I mean. I think that right now there's resentment there, but through this, I see unconditional love being achieved. Anyway, Two of Wands does show the two of you planning for the future. It shows forward movement. It shows what your strength was, you both making adjustments and moving forward together. And we have the Visionary on the bottom, which is like, it's a bonus card in this deck. Hang on. So on the bottom, you have the Visionary, and it is insight, perspective, revelation, aspiration. This card beckons you to gaze beyond the horizon and embrace the potential for new discoveries. It suggests a period of heightened awareness and the ability to foresee opportunities that await your attention and action. So that is your reading, my friends. That is, I'm not used to doing readings this short, so I feel weird just leaving you like this. For a lot of you, I feel like this is a counterpart connection. But yeah, this is where I leave you, my little pile ones. I'm sending you lots of love. I hope I didn't trigger anyone, and I'm sending you and your person lots of love and light, and I will talk to you soon. Bye. Hello, pile 2, and welcome to your reading. If you chose the Poe Tarot and this piece of Zebra Jasper, this is going to be your reading about this connection. And, you know, what is it worth holding on to? Will it last? Pile one was not what I was expecting. So today we're looking at tarot only. We're going to look at the strengths and the weaknesses and the potential outcome. And then, you know, you use your discernment to know if it's a connection that you want to invest your time in, you know. I'm just here to read the cards and the energy. So let's have a shuffle. We'll get into the energy. We have the Knight of Wells. So that's the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups, interesting. You could be dealing with a water sign, maybe someone who is more emotionally immature than you, doesn't need to be in age. Interesting. We have the Eight of Candles. Eight of Candles is communication. It's forward movement. It's fast. Maybe Knight of Cups, you could be... I'm going to get into the energy a bit more. This is how I start channeling. So for some of you, it could be that this is someone you're rekindling things with, and maybe it's not going as quickly as you had hoped. For some of you, Knight of Cups, this could be someone new and things are moving really quickly. Let's just get more into the energy. I hope you guys are doing well. I don't want any spoilers for pile one, but it was not what I was expecting. We have the Queen of Cups, very interesting. So this person could be younger than you because we have the Knight and the Queen of Cups. Very interesting. I don't know what's going on between you. I'm just here to look at your strengths and your weaknesses. We have the Ace of Wells. So this is what I mean. For some of you, that's rekindling energy. That's two people coming back together, rekindling things. Ace of Cups, a renewal. For some of you, this could be new and you're wondering what's happening here. Like maybe you don't know where this connection is going. Maybe it's moving too fast or not fast enough and you're looking for more answers. So let's get into it. That's what I'm seeing. So I think it's one of those two scenarios. And now we're going to look at I just need to mention one thing because I didn't mention it yet. With the energy that was coming out, we have the Three of Wells here. So for some of you, this could be a friendship, I'm hearing. And maybe, you know, you're dealing with someone who's doesn't want to be emotionally open. Like maybe they're not, maybe you know there's feelings there, but this person is still holding back. Three of Cups could also be, like I said, a reconnection where the two of you are just coming back together. So take it as it resonates, my friends. We have the Page of Paws, and that's the Page of Pentacles. So it is that energy of either something very new or a new rebirth. And the Page of Pentacles is stability. You could be dealing with a younger earth sign. You don't have to be. But it's like a pentacle being planted. It's the start of growth. So yeah, let's look at it. If that sounds like your situation, let's look into it. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, for some of you, it could be a friend. So let's look at your strengths within this connection. What are the strengths of this connection? We have the Ten of Swords. So the Ten of Swords, interesting. This connection could have helped you through some type of ending, especially if it's new. Like maybe there was an ending in your life and you held on to it, or you kind of never moved on from that person. And I don't mean that in the counterpart way. Like, I don't mean that in the, like, I don't think you were like watching tarot about this person, not the person that you're here for, but the person in the past. I feel like maybe one of the strengths of this connection was that it caused you or them or both of you to kind of move on from the past, from possibly, like I said, a connection that you had deep in the past. For some of you, one of the strengths here could be that you help each other. Like you could go through ego deaths with this person. So this person may, trigger you or tell you something about yourself. And maybe, for some of you, maybe that caused an argument. Or for some of you, maybe you and this person could take that on board in a healthy way and have that ego death. Interesting. We have the Hierophant. So it does feel for some of you like one of the strengths here is that maybe it did help you through transitioning from another connection. And I don't mean hopping from one connection to another either. If you did, I'm not here to judge you. I just see possibly one of the strengths was helping transition out of a Hierophant energy with someone else. Hierophant energy on the bottom shows that you and this person have a spiritual connection. That is one of the strengths here, is that there's a spiritual bond. You could both be highly spiritual. You don't have to be, but it's here. Healing from past. So this connection has helped the both of you. That's what I was trying to say. I should have just looked in my book. Healing from the past, healing past wounds. That's a strength that the two of you have had here, especially when it comes to possibly wounds from a marriage for some of you. Let's keep going. Strengths. All right then. Six of Wells, soul connection. Oh my goodness. Soul connection, soulmate energy. So again, one of the strengths that the two of you have is you help each other heal. Like I said, I don't know if it's in the counterpart way where you trigger each other and there's, tower moments and separation, or if you and this person, it could be this could be a soulmate who, you have this healing energy with, you have this healing connection with. Very interesting. Lots of healing energy here. The 10 of Swords says healing from the past, one of your strengths, healing from the past. And 6 of Wells can be 6 of Cups, so healing from past wounds, same as 10 of Swords, healing childhood wounds. One of your strengths, you and this person could have a connection where you bring out each other's inner child. So you could have a connection where you laugh a lot, or you become more immature with each other, or you do things like that you used to do when you were a teenager or something. It feels like teenager love, We have the Star. Oh my gosh, another card about healing. So one of the strengths I'm seeing is hope as well, that the two of you have a lot of hope for this connection. Beautiful. That's very beautiful. I also feel there's this energy. One of the strengths is that you can feel each other's energy even when you're not together. So there is this energy of feeling, spiritually attached. Hierophant energy, 6 of Cups, the Star, spiritually attached to this person, and it's strong. So you could have a very telepathic connection where one of the strengths is you can send this person energy, or you can pick up on this person's energy when they're thinking about you, Beautiful. Strengths. We have 10 of Cups, emotional fulfillment. This is someone who you feel emotional fulfillment with, my friend. Very beautiful. It says, and neither the angels in heaven above nor the demons down under the sea can ever dissever my soul from the soul of the beautiful Annabelle Lee. So it feels like you and this person have, one of your strengths is that you do feel very emotionally fulfilled with each other. I'm going to get 4 cards for you. I didn't mean to get 5 or however many I got for pile 1. It just kind of happened. But for you, I'm feeling 4. Anyway, we have the Hermit on the bottom. You have such beautiful energy. So this connection was one of your strengths is I feel like you and this person feel very connected, and I feel like this person helped you heal and you helped them heal a lot of wounds. And one thing I'm seeing is that one of the strengths is that you and this person have done a lot of self-reflection on your own paths, on yourselves. One of the strengths could also be that the two of you, you know, take time to spend time by yourselves, and that even when you're separated, you feel this emotional fulfillment. Beautiful. It's like you're okay being alone. One of the strengths, you and this person could, you know, you could feel confident, you know, you could enjoy your own company. And the Hermit can be, you know, when you're happy being by yourself. So I feel like that's a strength here. That, you know, if your person's doing something, you're all right to do your own thing, just like they're all right to do their own thing. It could be that the two of you are, you know, highly independent, yet you still share this emotional fulfillment with each other even when you're apart. Beautiful. Oh my goodness, this is beautiful. No hate to pile 1 because I've been through pile 1, but this is more of what I was expecting. I was not expecting pile 1. I love you, pile 1. I've been there. All right, strength. One more strength. We have the 7 of Candles and the Hierophant. Beautiful. 7 of Candles, and the man shuddered and turned his face away and fled afar off in haste, so that I beheld him no more. So as a strength, 7 of Candles does seem like the two of you both feel very strongly for each other, and you don't really care what anybody else thinks, which is nice. It's an energy of you both. We're looking at the facing challenges. So the two of you, one of your strengths is, you know, you could have had a lot of outside opinions that the two of you were like, it doesn't matter what you think. This is my emotional fulfillment. I feel a soul connection with this person. The other thing I'm seeing is, you know, for some of you, I do feel like you and this person could have triggered each other's shadow in some sense, but maybe instead of denying it or becoming defensive, you both reflected about it. The 7 of Candles can also be as a strength that even though maybe your intuition told you to doubt this, that I just feel there's no denying the soul connection between you. That's what I'm hearing with the 7 of Wands. There's no denying this. And that's a strength. I feel like the two of you both feel there's no denying this connection that we feel, this soul connection. I can see this as being, you know, a friend situation where you feel this soul connection, you know, and you feel this emotional fulfillment and you're not denying it. Like you just, if that makes sense. Anyway, take it as it resonates. Hierophant on the bottom. So there's a spiritual connection. Interesting. All right, let's look at your weaknesses with this person. King of Candles. So, King of Candles. King of Candles as a weakness. It could be that, you know how I saw that Hermit card? It could be, I was talking about how maybe you're really good at being on your own and this person is as well. There is a weakness here where maybe there's too much independence or there's like hyper independence as a weakness. It could also be that someone in this connection could be what am I trying to think of? Someone in this connection, I don't want to say controlling, but that's kind of what I'm hearing. Hang on. Yeah, control issues. So there could be, for some of you, this could be in the past too, that maybe there was someone trying to control things here, whether it was you or your person. You know, when I say controlling, I don't mean someone who is telling you how to dress. That's toxic. I'm talking about control issues as in maybe trying to control the outcome, maybe trying to control where this connection is going, I'm talking about a power struggle, and I'm specifically thinking of like the Emperor and the Empress. So it could be that, you know, one of the weaknesses is that one of you wants to control how this is all going to play out. Maybe one of you wants answers, you know, maybe one of you wants commitment, you know, and maybe you have this very strong spiritual commitment, but maybe this person isn't ready to be committed or you aren't. So yeah, there also could be a bit of ego here, which I think is interesting because it seems like you and this person, one of the strengths is that you do make each other aware of those ego thoughts that need to fall away. So it could be that this person or someone has an inflated ego where maybe they do get defensive if you bring it up. What else was I going to say? The King of Wands, someone focused on their own things. So as happy as the two of you feel, as connected as the two of you feel, you could have good boundaries. One of your weaknesses could be that somebody in this connection or both of you are too focused on your own endeavors and don't give enough time to this connection. You know, sometimes when we feel this emotional fulfillment, we forget that we still need to fill those cups up. We still need to continue to nourish those cups, you know? So independence, I'm seeing, could be a thing here. Hyper independence. All right, let's get your deck again. We have the Five of Quills. So one of your weaknesses could be that the two of you this is a card about self-sabotage. So it could be that one of your weaknesses between the two of you is that you self-sabotage it somehow. And when I say self-sabotage, I mean it's like how we subconsciously sabotage connections by the way we react, the way we talk in a relationship, the way we solve conflict. And especially if you grew up with past wounds, we all have these kind of Five of Swords energy within us where it's kind of like the animal in a trap when someone tries to help it. You know, that animal wants help, but it's scared because of what's happened in the past. So you and this person, one of the weaknesses in this connection could be that you do have wounds. And I see that you're healing those wounds, but one of the weaknesses could be that because there are those wounds there, you experience a lot of arguments or a lot of butting heads. Especially with that King of Wands. So you could have clashing perspectives, you know, different points of view, different ways of resolving conflict. So that could be a weakness here. It's amazing how those past wounds F us up for life. All right. We have the Nine of Candles. So there it is again. This is the energy, Nine of Candles. One of the weaknesses of this connection is, I think, that there's childhood wounding that the two of you trigger. Someone in this connection, one of the weaknesses I'm seeing, it could be both of you, that one of the weaknesses I'm seeing is someone who kind of adopts or takes over victim mentality and feels like they have to argue and fight, especially with the Five of Swords, the King of Candles. You know, the Nine of Candles is like wounded warrior. For some of you, this could be like a really emotional, fulfilling soul connection that you know in your heart is your person. And you know, you're not going to give up. You're going to keep healing. You're going to keep whatever with this person. But one of the weaknesses could be that it's starting to get to you. It's starting to take a toll on your energy, especially if there's a lot of fighting. I'm just here to mention what I'm seeing. So yeah, Nine of Candles as a weakness. It could be maybe the two of you don't know how to share your burdens and struggles, because the Nine of Wands can be about, you know, alleviating those wounds by sharing and talking about it. But with the Five of Swords, that could cause an argument. So yeah, that's what we're seeing. There could be lack of self-improvement too. Like there could be someone in this connection who needs to work on themselves, you know, probably both of you. It's usually both parties involved. Let's go another weakness. There's a tiredness here, okay? Like it feels like that. I just see the meaning in my book. You're wounded and weary from battle. You know, it feels like it takes a toll on you sometimes. Knight of Pause. So this is Knight of Pentacles, very slow moving, very slow moving, slow to commit, whoever that is. Interesting. We have the World, so that definitely shows distance could be a weakness here. Distance, you could be really far apart from each other. Maybe you fight about that because the Hermit energy, yeah, I could see it, you and this person being in a long distance connection. So yeah, the World, the distance between you could be symbolic there as a weakness. Knight of Pentacles, homebody. Hello, all of my people who are in a long distance relationship. It could be, like I said, hyper independence, you know. You could both, one of the weaknesses is one of you could like staying at home. The other one could be really outgoing, because that's two different types of the spectrum there, or two different kinds of a spectrum there. I'm not talking about autism. But we have someone who likes to take things slow and stay at home, and someone who likes to get out there and is very outgoing and charismatic. So that could be one of the weaknesses here, is that you could be an extrovert and they could be an introvert, or vice versa. We also have neglecting relationships. So like I said, at times, one of the weaknesses could be that someone is more focused on their own endeavors than focusing on this, the emotional fulfillment, the love. Anyway, interesting. So that's what we're seeing. Let's look at the potential future of this connection. Future potential of this connection. We have the Seven of Cups. And have I not told you that what you mistake for madness is but over acuteness of the sense? And we have the Emperor. That's so interesting. So the Emperor, that's very interesting. So we have the Seven of Cups here. And it could be that what I'm seeing with this Emperor energy and the Seven of Cups is this person, I don't know if it's your person that needs to prioritize this, But we see stability in the future. We see the Emperor. That's a strong foundation. That's someone taking more action. We also see the Seven of Wells. So possibly someone learning how to prioritize this Ten of Cups. The Emperor, it could be that right now this person is going through some type of like spiritual evolution where they're really focused on their own foundation. King of Wands, very focused on their pentacles, very focused on, you know, healing or building their empire before they focus on the love aspect. I'm going to get another one. Potential outcome. We have the King of Pentacles, and that's what I was just thinking, that it feels like this person is very focused on their material and their empire and their confidence before they commit to this. And you could be someone that wants that label, you know, like I said, King of Wands, you could want to know what's happening here. You could want a label, and maybe this person has been standoffish about giving it. We also have the Two of Cups and Temperance here, so we see this coming into balance in the future. Whatever your situation is now, this is very nice energy. We see you having clarity about this connection in the future. Temperance shows patience, like two people learning how to be patient with each other. Two of Wells shows the deepening of intimacy. So, you know, you could even be in separation with this person right now. I don't know. Because I'm looking at someone who's very focused on, I think this person is focused on their stability so that they can have that Hierophant energy with you. Interesting. Let's just get one more. One more. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Yes. A new start and the Fool, new beginning. Beautiful. So Ace of Pentacles is stability, just like that Emperor we saw. That's stability. That's the start of something very, it's a start of a foundation. We also have the Fool. So for some of you, you know, new beginning, a rebirth with this person. Like I said, I'm just here to read the cards. Take it as it resonates. I hope it resonates. It's my first time doing a reading like this. So yeah, that's it, you guys. I was just doing tarot today. So hopefully that resonates and your intuition and you can talk about what you need to do. And I love you, and I'm sending you lots of love and light, and I will talk to you soon. Bye. Hello, Pile 3, and welcome to your reading. If you chose Pile 3 and the Naked Heart Tarot and this piece of clear quartz, this is going to be a reading about your connection, and it's titled, Will This Relationship Last? But really what we're looking at today is the strengths and the weaknesses and the possible outcome, so that you can try to make a decision, you know, for yourself, or so that your intuition, your higher self can guide you. Anyway, the piles have been interesting, so let's see what yours is like. Pile 3, my soul tribe. If you're here. So yeah, I wasn't sure what to expect, and Pile 1 surprised me. But yeah, let's get into it. Why am I so quiet, Pile 3? What's going on with you? So right away, we have the Five of Swords in reverse, and we have the Five of Cups. Interesting. So it could be that you're waiting for an apology from someone, but let's just see what the energy is. We have the Eight of Wands, so it feels like you're waiting for an apology from someone, or you could be waiting for communication from someone you're in separation from. I don't know. I don't want to say too much. Interesting. We have the High Priestess. You could feel like this communication is coming, but it's not coming. And now you're like, should I just let it go? Judgment. Interesting. A conversation. Someone taking accountability. That's what I'm feeling. Interesting. We have the King of Wands, and the King of Wands takes action on their love life. So this is what I mean. It feels like maybe you're waiting or not waiting. You're intuitively anticipating communication from a King of Wands. Doesn't have to be a fire sign. We have the Three of Cups. That's what I mean. It's like you're waiting for or wondering when communication is going to happen. That's what I'm hearing. But anyway, we'll get into it. Two of Wands. Wondering when this person is going to approach you. I have no idea if that's actually what's happening. That's just what I'm hearing. So let's look at the strengths of this connection. I'm not going to spend too much time trying to guess about your current situation. Let's just look at the strengths of this connection. We have the Six of Pentacles and the Hermit. This is so interesting. This is very interesting. I had similar energy. I had a 9 and a 6 come out in pile 1, but it was kind of different. And one of the strengths that I'm seeing of this connection is that it's helped you reflect on how you want to give and receive love. I feel like this connection has maybe taught you a lot about yourselves and caused you both to reflect possibly on how to give and receive love. Doesn't have to be how to give and receive energy. But one of the strengths seems to be that the two of you can reflect, the two of you can be alone, yet you can still give to each other, is what I'm seeing. This is very nice. We do have the Tower here on the bottom, so maybe there had to be a Tower moment before that was achieved, you know? It could have been, like, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I'm almost looking at future energy of pile 1, like, anyway. It feels like through reflection that you and this person, one of your strengths is you have learned how to give and take and reciprocate energy. And also you've learned a lot about who you are, like your higher selves. With that key, it's very symbolic to me that you and this person are teaching each other lessons. Very interesting. Strength of this connection, please. So that's a lot of earth energy there. We have the Hermit, which is Virgo, Six of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Now we have the Moon. So one of the strengths of this connection is that it has made you be able to see some of your shadows. Heightened intuition, you and this person, intuitive connection. Very interesting. One of the strengths I'm hearing is that it could be that you and this person have actually taught each other a lot about yourselves, and maybe certain aspects of yourself you didn't ever show to anyone or reveal to anyone or open up to anyone about, you've opened up to this person about. For some of you, I do see that possibly in the past, you know, you went through possibly a period of separation where you didn't know what was going on, and perhaps your intuition led the two of you back together. Like maybe there was that Tower moment. I saw the Tower card and it you know, helped you. I just feel the sense that this connection has helped you see things about yourself that you didn't see before. And heightened intuition, I'm hearing heightened intuition. Let's get another one. The strength of this connection. What is the strength of this connection? We have the Seven of Pentacles. Interesting. So you have a bunch coming out. I'm going to take them. If you hear my son singing, oh well. We have strength. So one of the strengths of this connection is that you and this person have a very strong bond. It feels like unconditional love. I do feel like you and this person bring out the softest sides of each other, the most gentle sides of each other, but also maybe the scariest sides of each other too, you know? Hang on. Sorry, I had to just ask him to quiet down a little. He makes noise 24/7. Okay, so one of the strengths here, Seven of Pentacles, it feels like you're both willing to invest in this. We also have the Eight of Wands. So communication, forward movement, rapid growth is a strength here. It could have been that, you know, you guys had to work to achieve that. Maybe that took time. This is really interesting energy. It's like not like the other piles. Seven of Pentacles, one of your strengths, the two of you, is that you are invested in this unbreakable bond that the two of you feel. You know, we have three major arcanas showing me that this is a very important connection. You mean a lot to each other. Eight of Wands, like I said, that's growth and change. So you and this person could have gone through, you know, huge changes within yourselves, within your soul, in your soul path. Eight of Wands also shows forward momentum. So the two of you right now, you know, could be moving forward in investing in this. And that's a strength here. The fact that maybe the two of you just keep moving forward together, you know, even if there was a tower moment, maybe the two of you came back together. Like I said, for some of you, I was picking up on the energy that you were waiting for communication. So maybe some of you are. It could be what I'm feeling is a past energy from you where there was a tower moment and you had to trust in your intuition that this communication would come in. You had to trust that the energy and the belief that you were investing in this was going to show you something in the 3D. Anyway, so we're going to look at weaknesses now. I'm not going to take as many weaknesses because these three came out together. I was going to take 4. So let's see what comes out for weaknesses of this connection. We have the Two of Wands. So the Two of Wands, one of the weaknesses is that there could be, or there could have been moments where the two of you clashed and had to change your approach. Maybe, you know, someone was unwilling to change their approach at times. One of the weaknesses could be that you and this person have patterns and things that you need to work on within yourselves. There's my book. The thing that Two of Wands as a weakness could be, well, it could be a few things. Lack of planning for the future, lack of forward movement. But like I said, it can also symbolize patterns that we need to change in ourselves, thought processes, our approach to things before we can move forward. So you could have found that you and this person maybe sometimes, you know, there was lack of forward movement. It says lack of long-term lack of long-term, failed romantic plans, unexpected obstacles. You know, there could have been lack of forward movement here in the past. We do see that as a weakness, or maybe sometimes it just feels like this isn't moving. Let's see what else. We have the Spirit of Wands. So the Spirit of Wands has shown it, that's the King of Wands, has shown itself so many times. Like, I get the point, Spirit. This is one of the weaknesses here could be that there could be someone trying to control the situation. For example, maybe in the past you tried to control the outcome. You tried to control, for example, staying together, and maybe that Tower moment had to happen and you had to give up that control. One of the weaknesses I'm seeing, if you are someone who's waiting for communication, I feel like right now your person may still be evolving into this King of Wands energy. And the King of Wands is the king who takes action in love. So I feel one of the weaknesses here is it could be that your person isn't ready to take that action for some of you. The other thing I was seeing is one of the weaknesses could be that your person isn't as connected to spirit as you are. Like you could be really tapped into your intuition and you could kind of really understand the point of everything that happens here, but maybe your person isn't. But yeah, this, the King of Wands, as you know, a weakness can talk about the energy also of being focused on other things rather than this connection. So you could resonate with, you know, this person or you being someone who was more focused on their own things than giving to this connection. Maybe that's why that Tower moment came in. We'll get two more for weaknesses. We've got the Two of Swords in reverse, which I don't know if you guys saw that. It wanted to flip into reverse. That was interesting. So Two of Swords as a weakness, clashing perspectives. Do you see the blockages? So you and this person may have had blockages that you needed to work through, you know? Anyway, interesting. Two of Swords. One of the weaknesses, not being able to choose between work and love, like I said, or friends and love. It feels, or between you and another person, or maybe you have another person. One of the weaknesses here is someone not prioritizing love. The King of Wands, like I said. Interesting. Interesting. And there could just be other conflicts here, like conflicts with this person's job or your job. Like I can see work being a blockage here. I can see shadow work or like patterns being a blockage here. Interesting. Let's get one more for weakness. We have the Eight of Pentacles and the King of Swords. Very interesting. So your person could have been much slower to invest in this connection than you. Like I said, I was feeling the energy of someone waiting for communication. So that could be you now, or it could have been you in the past and now you're already talking to this person. But Eight of Pentacles shows, you know, lack of investment as a weakness here. Someone wasn't investing in this connection as much as they should have been. And, you know, if you are in no contact with this person could very well be distracting themselves by working all the time, you know, which can be a weakness when you distract yourself to the point where you don't reflect. Anyway, that's what we're seeing for weaknesses here. Not sure how I feel about this reading, you know, like I like really in-depth. This is a spread out of a book, and I like really in-depth, like nitty-gritty, give me answers. And this one just seems so like, oh, here's your strengths and here's your weaknesses and here's your possibilities. Now pat you on your head and go on your merry way. It just doesn't seem right to me. All right, let's look at the potential outcome. We have the Two of Pentacles. That is so interesting. No, okay then. All right then. That was weird. I don't believe in accidents. I don't know where the Two of Pentacles went. That is so strange. The Two of Pentacles flipped out, and when I grabbed it, that came out. Anyway, I'll talk about both. That was really strange. I looked right at it. I guess it wasn't meant to be, but it's actually quite similar. I don't know where it went. I have no idea. I have no idea. Apparently this wants to come out too. All right then. So Two of Pentacles, I was going to say yes, Two of Pentacles shows balance. And that's something that's a weakness in this connection, is lack of balance between work and love. Lurk. It's love and work. Maybe this person's lurking, watching you. There's a reason I said that. Anyway, Two of Pentacles shows balance being achieved. It shows someone prioritizing love and work equally, or in more of a balanced way. For potential outcome, we do have Justice, which is communication. So for those of you who are manifesting communication, that's what's coming in here. This shows accountability. Like I said, for some of you, maybe this person owed you an apology. I think I said in the beginning, I'm not sure. This shows balance, truth, accountability, making adjustments. And the Magician shows communication, and it's right under the Eight of Wands. So if you've been manifesting communication, it's coming. And one of the strengths is that you're both investing in this. So like I said, you may be in no contact with this person right now. The Magician shows unlimited potential. It shows what you've been manifesting coming in. It shows this person wanting to communicate with you, making something happen. Oh my gosh, look at the bottom of the deck. We have the World, which is completion and fulfillment. And we have the Emperor. Holy crap. That's interesting. And look at what I'm seeing. Eight of Swords in reverse. End of separation. So some of you, that peaked out for a reason. Some of you are in no contact with this person. And we see the distance coming to an end here in the future. So all I can do, oh my gosh, I'm hearing the song All I Can Do by Chantal Kreviacic, or however you pronounce it. All I can do is love you to pieces. Something, something, be there when you need it. When the day is long and the night is something down on you. All I can do, all I can do, all I can do. Anyway, it's just Emperor. So anyway, you guys, that's what I'm seeing for you. I hope that resonated. I don't think I'll do this again. It just didn't feel right to my soul. I like juicy readings. Anyway, I like ones with like more clarity and more direction. But yeah, I love you guys, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.